rhythm and the crew. Move, move. Alright, I'm at the tell you listen. Move, move. We a dance to the rhythm and the groove. Move, move. Watch them massive and groove, them a move. So we chop it, so we do it. This a rhythm I lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This a when you come feel lock down the street. Alright, so we chop it, so we do it. Lock down and we a lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This a when you come feel lock down the street. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. So we do it. This a rhythm I lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This a when you come feel lock down the street. Alright, so we chop it, so we do it. Lock down and we a lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it.
What is going on, folks? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome. It's Monday, and this is completely not planned, right? So I do apologize. I didn't plan it. It just, why do I stream? I didn't stream on Friday because we left for the mountains on Saturday, and there was a Ranger game. So anytime the Rangers are playing, and it's a Friday booked, I'm not going to be flying. So I wanted to kind of just make up for that, and that's why I'm here. Ja, what is going on? How are you? If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Hopefully get some value out of this video. We are going to be doing a flight. It's a new route from Miami to Kingston in 600, so I don't know if this is going to make us any money or not with this aircraft. We're pretty light. We got a light booking today, so we're going to see how this goes, folks. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. We'll have to wait for the end of the until the end of the stream to really figure it out if we made money or didn't make money. I hope you are all having a great Memorial Day. Not logged in. What? Hold on. It's like, it's always something. Like, always something going on here, and I don't know why. What is up with this thing today? Okay, let's try this one more time. It's throwing a code, says loading error. It's always something. I'm going to have to do this live. I mean, it's unbelievable. All right, so I'll just have to put this in. ACAR is not running, so what I'm going to have to do is do this just kind of old school, notepad, that kind of stuff. I know where Kingston is, New York. Yeah, there is actually a Kingston in New York. We're going to Kingston, Jamaica, but and Jamaica's in New York too, so that's pretty funny. Yeah, we'll see if it makes money. I don't know. This is a 600 on a route that's, we're, like I said, we're lightly booked, so we'll see how it goes. It's we're taking, really, we only have 2 legs. We're a new crew, flew this in. They just cleared customs. They got they towed the aircraft over from the H gates to the G gates, and we have a new crew. So we're going to be simulating that today, that we're taking over on this aircraft. And that's what we're going to be doing. So let's, without any further ado, let's get in here. We're going to throw these both to align, and we're going to do a full alignment now, folks. So we're going to throw these off. Now the crew before us would have shut them off already. So this is kind of received. It's called the receiving flow. So again, we would just get in here. A couple things we need to do here. I got to open the door. So we'll throw the door open here, and we are going to start our SLC cargo. Let's get that going. So we're going to run that today, and this is a line flight, so we'll get that going. Marco, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for the support, my friend. I appreciate it. Oliver said, yep, got that. And then Max, what's up? What's up, Max? He says, I sent you a CRJ hole. Thank you. Did you film the flight or just the hole, bud? He's going to do his check ride for the CRJ, so we're going to get him going. And then we're going to start this thing up. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so we're going to get this going. We are in an airliner. Okay, so we're just going to click that. While that's firing it up there, I'm going to get this running. Yes, so you folks can see that. We got to get it all sorted out here. This right here, you can see this. We're going Miami to MKJP, which is Kingston. Our call sign is going to be CS114. Click OK. And you should see nothing on here. Now, what about this? It is so weird how none of this is working. Like, what in the blazes is going on? I would like to know. Okay, I'll try this one more time. Browser. Browser 3. I'm going to say add existing. No. I'm just going to create new. Browser 3. And then paste it. Okay. Weird. I don't know what's going on, folks. That'll work. It's so weird. Anyway, okay, so what we've got, he says, I only filmed the hold. Okay. Do you want me to do a flight? I could do one. Where do you want me to go? I would rather... Oliver says, I thought you were going to Kingston, New York, but it's Jamaica. Yeah, no, we're going to Kingston, Jamaica. But you're right, there is a Kingston, New York. So we got on DCs. We're going to wait if they go both alignment like this. Okay, great. This is about a 7-minute process. So we're going to go right into here to FMC, and I'm going to see if this darn thing works. It does. So we go to FMC here, and we're just going to make sure our date's good. 700. It's a 600 today. We only have 4 of these aircraft. 22,000. Position initialize. We're going to go ahead and click Miami. And then you can just drop it in L2, and you can see it pulls up the gate information. The best thing to do is go to your airports down over here, if I can get it right there, yeah, and click on this, and we're going to go to our charts. As a matter of fact, I'm going to click it on back to home here, request the sim brief data. It's going to load it in for us, and then we're going to go like this, and we'll click departure. And Miami, I want to show you what I'm talking about here. If I go to airports, and I'll zoom in for you, but you can see this doesn't help us in terms of what we're looking for. So how we do that is going parking bay coordinates. That's what we want. And then we're going to zoom into this. We're in gate Gulf, A, B, C, D, E, satellite, F, G. And we're in G4. So we got north 2547.5. And then we have west 80.16.7. Now I want to show you what that looks like on the FMC right there. So we look at a GPS. We've got 2547.6, 2547.5, 17.6. Any of those GPS, or you could just throw in G4. Pop the gate in there. Sometimes it works, and this does work, you can see. And so we're just going to light that up, and then we're going to press R1, 2, 3, R4, dumps it in there, and now the hamsters are starting to roll those gimbals, and we'll get it going. Yeah, Max, what I was saying is maybe you and I could do a live one if you want to wait till after this flight. I can jump on and we can just do a live one if you want. That's probably going to be the easiest way. Okay, a couple things we need to do is I need to start this. And this could be hit or miss on this one. I'm trying to get my panel to work. So hold your breath, see if it works. We're going to go ahead and set the packs to off. And the reason why we're doing that, let's just wait for this thing to kick in maybe. No. All right. Okay. I don't know, maybe it works. Packs are coming off. The reason why the packs are off like that is because we do have the outside air conditioning going. So you always want to run the packs off because it's going to bypass the distribution valve. That just goes right into the air mix manifold, and that's kind of what it's doing right now. So let's get back to SLC, and we'll get this thing loaded correctly. We are in a 737-600 today. So we'll load that up. It is default on the cabin layout, or we're in a single class actually. 130, but we don't have that on today. So it's American Voice. We've got Coastal Airways sound pack, and we're going to click set up the flight plan. And that's going to dump everything in here. Now, one thing, what's weird about this is that when you come down here, you'll say, oh, this departure time is not going to work. Okay, so look at your sim time. That's 21:14. We want to take off at 22 sim time. So it's going to be 22:00. That's going to be about 45 minutes from now is where we're going to be pushing. And then it's going to slide this over here, and it's going to say in-flight services. I'll click that. I can't see it on my screen when I do this, so I have to kind of go outside. And we'll bring it back, and I'll show you. It's a low-cost, short haul. We're going to have coffee service, Wi-Fi. We do. No aircraft. This aircraft does not have IFE screens. Front to back. Cabin doors already open. We'll click Start Flight. Grayson, how are you? Hopefully you're doing well. It's good to see you. See, it says, please turn off this because the parking brake is off. So let's go ahead and set that. Park brakes. Pull in. There we go. Park brake is on. We're going to get tons of phone calls now. Like I said, it's coming. Let's answer them. Hello.
Hi, Captain. How are you?
I'm feeling great today. Let's get this show on the road.
We're getting ready for takeoff. If you need anything else, just give me a call, and I'll answer as quickly as I can. We're a little busy right now, though.
Yeah, so am I. Thanks. That's pretty
No
funny.
problem.
It's like, we're a little busy, and we're not? I'm sorry? I haven't even done anything yet. CST 114. We are in a 737. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this on VATSIM. We're going to get on VATSIM, folks. 737-600 today. There we are. Connect. And that's what's telling us there. So let's drop back down here. Let's throw this off to standby. We don't want to throw on their ADS-B radar or anything like that. Grayson says, hey, thanks. Hope you're well as well. This must be an interesting for y'all, the Panthers and the Rangers. I'm going to have to do it. Go with Panthers. You know, Grayson, I got to tell you, the Panthers are my second favorite team. They floor me on how they play. I love how they play. They play a grind game. You know, they're just always... They're just grinding, and I love that. I love that about them, how they just grind, and they're relentless, right? And that's good. That is a good, cool thing, and I love the coach, Paul Maurice, is fantastic. So it's a good season, and like I'm going to be honest with you, the Rangers sucked yesterday. It was just terrible. They got outworked, outplayed, outhit, outshot. They absolutely were terrible. This is the thing about the Rangers, right? If you guys have been following hockey, the Rangers will sit there and stay in it. And they'll stay in it, and they'll just get pounded on. And the same thing with the Hurricanes, just pounded them. And then they come back, and then they score one. They're very opportunistic, right? So they wait, and then they throw a puck at the net, and bing, it's in the goal. That's the whole entire season's like that. Or they'll just let off the gas. Like, it must be demoralizing for Florida. I got to tell you, you work 110% like that, and you get nothing in return. Woo! We'll see, the next game the Rangers should come out flying. I expect them to shoot and hit hard and play a better game than they played yesterday. They didn't play a good game yesterday. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's tomorrow. That's going to be the next one. But yeah, I agree with you. At Coastal Airways, we're flying both teams, so we're making pretty good money on this playoff because we're all over the place, which is fun. Matter of fact, all my pilots are on vacation right now, so we're not making anything except for me. I'm flying them, but that's good. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in the New York area. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. But it's a good thing we're not going up there. We're going down south, and guess what? There is a thunderstorm in Jamaica, where I'll talk to you about it right now. It's kind of over the island, so we're going to have to get a little creative on how we're going to kind of get around that one. But we'll see how it goes. Miami Center is online, folks. So what I want to do is just going to come in and plug everything in first. Let's go to the route page, and we're going to click origin right there, and our destination is going to be MKJP. Where is the J? Somebody give me a J. JP. MKJP right there. Oops. That's not the flight number, dude. All right. What I'm going to do is just get rid of that. Flight number is 114. We'll just erase that. Dink. Okay, that's done. So we'll pull in Miami. We're going to go MKJP. And you can write this on your scratch pad just like this. MKJP. That's called the scratch pad. We're going to just dump this under co-route. So L2, which is the second left button right there. That's called L2. We'll just dump it over to L2, and you can see it just loaded it. And I did that because of SimBrief. If you go to SimBrief and you get a flight plan in and export, a lot of you know this, but there's somebody that might be new who doesn't know how to do this. That kind of loads back into your FMC. It kind of loads it into your airplane. That's kind of how it is. We're going to be doing 8 right today, so let's go to arrive departures, and we're going to go 8 right, and I believe we are doing the Guava 2. It's Guava, yeah. Guava 2 departure. So you can see Guava 2, so L2 right there. We're going to load that up to the Ursus transition, and we're going to do 8 right. Usually, that's how it goes. So that's kind of how you want to set up the departure. And then the arrival is going to be here. And we are going to do the Kino 3 arrival right there. And then the transition is going to be the Savum transition. So you can see that's not where we're going next page. And then you can click it right there, L3. Page 2, L3, that's done. Don't know on the runway, so hold on off yet. Click route. And then we're going to go 114 on the flight number, and then click activate, and then execute, and then our pref page, or performance initialization. Let's get this going. 0 fuel weight. I've got a 0 fuel weight on paper at 106, so we'll see how that works. It might be a little bit different as we start boarding passengers. And valid. 0 fuel weight says 106, and that's not valid. So that's why. It's because of the passenger load. Our 0 fuel weight's no. Our 0 fuel weight is 106. So did I not try to put that in right? There we go. That was fat finger somewhere. That's what that was. Planning fuel. We're going to plan with 14.5 on the gas, and that reminds me, I'm going to go ahead and call up GSX right now, and we're going to say, come over here and request refueling. So we get the fuel truck called in. They're going to come over and all that stuff. The warning's expected to last until 9 p.m. Yeah, that's not good. Where that's over New York right now, huh? Well, I'll be flying there in the MD-80. We'll be going from Fort Lauderdale to New York here on Wednesday night. When the game's over, they'll play tomorrow, and then they'll fly out Wednesday night to play in New York on Thursday. So off on schedule. It's crazy. Okay, we're planning fuel at 14.5, so you figure 14,000 with the taxi. We'll dump that over there. Reserves are at 6,000. Should be about 5.8 actually. And our cost index is running 30. And we're going to be cruising at 400. That's actually 410. We'll see if it can make it up there. We'll see. It might be max altitude of 40,000 feet, so we're going to clear that, and we're going to go a little lower than that. So 41, 40, 39. So 390 is what we're going to take. For now, that'll be our top end. What did this thing say? Is it getting our fuel up there? So we had 8,000 pounds. I'm writing all this down, by the way, because our ACARS is busted. So we got to figure out what's going on here. Cruise wind, it is 299 at 18. Another fat finger, 299 at 18, bro. 299/18. Throw that in there. Constant outside air temperature is -55 up at altitude, that is. So you want to go here and go 1, 2, 3. You want to go on the third, so R3, and you dump it in there. It's very close. Click that. We're going to go N1 limit, and you're going to hold right now. Because we're going to use VTP, or Virtual Performance Tool. That's a really good tool to use. And if you want to know what's going on too, at SimBrief is coming out with their own takeoff and landing performance data, and it's coming soon. Hopefully you can read that on the blog release. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out. It's awesome. I think you folks are going to really enjoy that. So I'm going to go to VTP just for now, and we're going to get some performance cracked in here. Virtual Performance Tool. I don't like to use the default one, so I'm going to use this one. We'll see if I can't get it to go here. And then we'll get logged in. It looks like the fueler's done. Yep, so we've got 7350 on both tanks. Again, I got to write everything on paper today because our ACARS is broken. I got to figure out what's going on there. So there's 10, that's 6, that's 7. And that's 14, so 14.7 on that gas. Let's go up here and just check this out. Let's see if we can't get this done. It's a 600 with carbon, with steel brakes, actually. And let's go ahead and start boarding them. I think we're going to be boarding soon. If you look at SLC here, where is my thing? Okay, this is the SLC icon. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and click. Ah, you stupid thing. There we go. Throw that thing off. I'm going to click the timer, and it's going to tell us what we got. We got 95 checked in. We're expecting in 13 minutes. So we got 13 minutes until boarding. I'm going to go ahead and call up GSX. We're going to get the aircraft catered. So let's push this over here. Request catering service. Let's get the catering going. And it is the LS today. All right, so they're coming in right now, and we are good to go. So 95 checked in. We expect 106. Like I said, we're pretty darn light, folks. So it's really going to be interesting to see if we're going to make money on this route. Normally, I'd like to throw a 800 on this route, but we didn't have an 800 on the schedule. So guess what? We're stuck with a 600 and see if this thing can make us money. And the reason why I say that is because you never know, because the it's just the way it is sometimes. It's a smaller airplane. It doesn't hold a lot of people. You kind of got that going against you when you do this. And I'm just looking at the information here in the NOTAMs out of Miami. So we've got nothing there. 927's closed today. We're looking at 8 left. It's closed. Okay, markings, lighting, nothing in terms of FDCs or anything like that. So I'm going to call this good. It's dry conditions on the runway right now. Optimum takeoff weight in pounds. I'm estimating our takeoff weight of 120,000 pounds. So we're pretty darn, like I said, we're pretty darn light. CG is going to be around 19%. We'll click calculate and see how we do. All right, cool. All right, paperwork is done, at least for the most part. I'm going to go ahead and walk around the jet, and I'll do a flow here in a minute. But I'd like to walk around the aircraft. This has got to speed up. Is it left or right? I don't know. This dude needs to walk just a little faster than that. All right, so we'll come back here. taking a look here at your, you look at the alpha vanes and the pitot tube, that looks good. I'm going to come down here, that's looking good as well. I might have to turn off FSLT, especially if we have ATC online. Excuse me, that, make sure that power's in there, that's good. We're going to go ahead and get the bags starting to board here soon. This is your inlet. This is for your pack inlet. It's off right now, so you shouldn't hear anything out of those. Fan blade's looking good. We got a little rotation there because it's about 18 degrees. It's pretty, 18 knots gusting. So pretty good. Fueler's done. They're out of there. Can I pick this guy's process up here? Holy crap, man. Light's good. Looking at the static wicks. And then our position light there. Aileron looks good. Flaps look good. And flap bearings look good. You would look behind the engine right now. Just make sure you've got good stuff behind the engine. No leaks or anything like that. These two pins up here are your brake wear pins. You want to check those and your tire conditions. Make sure you don't have any flat spot or anything like that. And then, by the way, this thing right here, the little nub right there, that's actually a tire sensor, to tell you the truth. It's really cool. So if you blow a tire and you retract it into the gear, that sensor will snap or break or something like that, and it'll let you know you've got a failure, because you don't want to, it'll prevent, you don't want the tire to go into the wheel well like that, spinning with tread coming off, because it would just be a disaster. So that's what that is. It's pretty cool. All right, tail's looking good. Elevators, rudder, all that is good to go. They're going to call me. They're going to say, "You ready to board?" I'm going to have to say, yes. See? There's our ground personnel. They're going to have to wait until we're done. Again, look into the wheel wells. We got everything in here. Pulleys, cables, torque tubes, hydraulic. A lot live in there, and you got to make sure that's good to go. Again, tires, you want to check that, the conditions, the brake. Look underneath the engine right now. Make sure there's nothing there. Again, this airplane's been sitting about an hour and a half now. It's just because it had to clear customs and stuff like that. So customs is cleared, and then they tow it over to this gate, and that's when we get a new flight crew. And we're taking the afternoon. This is the afternoon evening shift that we're doing. Only doing 2 legs tonight. So we're going from We're going from Miami to Kingston, then we go over to San Juan, Puerto Rico, from Kingston, Jamaica. So we won't even fly it back here. And then that's it. We're done. We check the static ports. Let's jump in. Let's give ground a call and see what's going on. Go ahead.
Hi, Captain. Technical check, please.
I got you 5x5. Loud and clear.
Clear enough. 4 out of 5.
It was really 5x5.
Radio check is complete. We'll contact you when we're ready to start loading.
All right, let's go ahead and get it going right now. So I'm going to start boarding. So what I'm going to do is call GSX, and this is what's cool about GSX. It does sync with self-loading cargo. So I'm going to say request boarding. So it's going to start boarding passengers, and then what I'm going to do is get over here. You're going to get a whole bunch of phone calls from the flight attendants. They're going to let us know what's going on. And we're ready. Want to make sure we got a door open. We do. And then I'm just going to check this. Yep, doors open. Cockpit doors coming open. It's going to get louder. It would have been open anyway. All right. Let's see what we got for the performance. We've got flap 1 today. Runway is going to be 8 right. Takeoff weight, we're 120.1 right there. Trim 6.75. We'll see if this works. Cell temp coming in 35 degrees, and I'm looking at 123. 124, 129. All right, that's good to go. Now we'll start our flow. Before I do that, let's go get a clearance. They're calling me. Hang on. Hello.
Hi, Captain. We're ready to start boarding. Are we okay to begin?
Yes,
Excellent. We'll get started then, and I'll let the rest of the crew know we're ready.
you bet.
It might take a few minutes for the passengers to start arriving, though.
Okay. So let's go Miami
All
Center.
stations, we're about to start boarding.
Looks like Miami Center on 135, 175. So 135, 175. 135, 175. Let's see if it works. 135, 175. It's interesting how many aircraft types will be supported in the NavGraph Sim Brief Performance Tool. Quite a lot. 135, 175. It's actually going to be really cool. I think you folks are going to love it. I've been using it for a bit. It's really, really good. You're going to love it. I love it. I mean, I love it with the MD-80. It tells you how much runway, your runways and your runway remaining when in departing and landing. So it's really, really cool that way. Let's give Miami a call. And before we do that, I need to check my audio settings. Audio microphone is going to be Yeti, and we're going to do this there for our output device so you guys can hear it. Sometimes it goes really loud and I don't know why.
November 764 Alpha. Minus center, Moxie 417, holding short 8 right. Closing at 149 Alpha, cross, bunker at 4,000, cleared ILS runway 10 right approach. Bunker at 4,000, cleared ILS 10 right approach, Lua 49 Alpha. We actually have the 10 left programmed in. Could we get vectors for that instead? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Followed at 5,000, cleared ILS 10 left approach. Okay, great. Hold it at 5,000, cleared ILS 10 left, Lua 49 Alpha.
All right, we got our clearance already, folks. So I'm just going to take I'm going to take that off because they're pretty busy. Looks like departing Miami, destination is Jamaica. We got the route in there. All that's good to go. We're going to squawk 6042. We'll write that down on the squawk. And it looks like the Guava 2. That's what I need to know. Got the squawk in there. No, we're going to maintain 5,000. So we're good. Let's go ahead and put that squawk code in. And we are on target. We want an on-time departure of 60. If I can get it. 60 right here. 6042. All right, there we go. So much static noise on VATSIM. Yeah, I mean that's kind of, they simulate that, right? They simulate kind of how that works in the real thing, and sometimes you get that in the radio. You get a lot of static. All right, now we're going to do flows. We've done our walk around. We've done our clearance. Everything is good. Let's go and test these lights. I'd like just to kind of take a look. And then we get our flows going down here. Everything looks good. Excellent. So we'll throw those lights back to standard. Clear that. Come upstairs, and we're going to work this flow. I'm going to push that. I'm going to go across nav is good, and I'm going to actually take this over to our position. That's good. All that's good. Interfoam is off. That is off. That is wired. Lights are off. Recorder's coming open. Remember, this is a receiving flow, so almost the same as a pre-flight after a cold and dark. You're doing a lot of work. Capped on normal auto. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Come over here. Those are auto. Make sure your crossfeed will open. That valve's open. Valve comes closed. Close it again. And then we're going to throw one of the fuel pumps on. It looks like they're pretty busy, so I want to kind of delay the APU. But I'm going to throw all my pumps on. Lights coming out. Good deal. That is good to go. Up on top. Bless you. Galley power on. You can take a look what we've got here. Just coming around the horn. Make sure we're good. Inverters are good. Standby power says what? Good. All right, we're going to keep that on ground power. Window heat, we're going to go to window heat on. All 4 lights should come on. Now, if it doesn't come on, and let's say that you have one light off, that might be because of the temperature in the window. It's hot enough. You'll see this in Vegas and Phoenix in the summer. It's hot enough when these lights come off. If that's the case, just go in here and throw it to power test, and that'll fire all lights on. That means it's good. We're going to do an overheat test. So to clear that, you throw them off again and back on. All right, and then a little 1, 2, 3, 4 lights. Good. Probe heat, just a quick test. Good. And now I'm going to throw our pumps on. 1, 2, and you want to make sure the lights go out. Low pressure's out. Good deal. Looking above here on our... That's good, that's good, that's good. Let's throw the seatbelts on. Okay, supply duct right there. PAX cabin is what I want to see. You can see the temperature in the cabin. Really nice. 50, it's about 60, 65 degrees or so. It's beautiful. I'm going to turn down the flight deck cold. A little bit colder on the passengers just because, well, if they're Floridians, they're going to want it hot. But we'll see. Most of our passengers coming in are coming in from the north. Duct, again, is off. That's good. That is off. And then let's talk about pressurization. We're going to climb up to an altitude 390 for now. So we're going to throw 390 in. And then our landing altitude is 18 feet in Jamaica, so it's basically
Ladies
0.
and gentlemen, welcome aboard Coastal Airways.
All right, standby,
On behalf of the
or
entire
this is
crew,
on
I'd
steady.
like to extend a
We're going
warm
to throw this on
welcome
the
to both
right
our
side,
returning and new passengers.
and that's good. Good on the
Before we take
overhead.
off,
Now we're going to
we
go to
kindly
the
request that
flight
you stow your larger carry-on bags to
FMC,
overhead compartments to ensure a
MCP-ish.
clear and safe aisle for everyone.
Flight director
All
is not
personal
on.
items
We'll have
should
to
be
wait.
placed under the seat
Okay,
in front of you.
we might have a
For an
problem here.
on-time departure,
Let's see.
we encourage you to take your seats as quickly as possible.
Okay, I'll just flip
Fasten
this
your
on
seatbelts,
myself.
ensuring they are low
And
and
let's see
tight
if it
across
works.
your
It looks
lap,
like a
and fasten
V2
them firmly
of,
throughout the duration of the flight. As a friendly reminder,
what did we say?
all electronic
129.
devices should now be set to airplane mode or switched off for the
Alright, that
duration
wasn't
of the
going to
flight.
work. Let's
Please
try it.
also take a moment to
Alright, I got to
familiarize yourself
reset
with
it.
the safety information card located in the seat pocket in front of you.
So I'm going to have to just
If you
restart
have any
this and see if it
questions
works
or
on my
require
panel.
assistance at any time during the flight,
Don't know.
please don't hesitate to reach out to one of our attentive flight attendants. We are here to ensure your journey with Coastal Airways is safe, comfortable, and enjoyable.
Alright, we got a
Once
green
again,
light
we
there.
thank you for
Put this
choosing
over
Coastal
here.
Airways for your travel needs.
129.
We are delighted to have you on board and look forward to providing you with
129,
flight
5,000. Top
experience.
altitude
Sit back,
here.
relax, and enjoy your flight with Coastal Airways.
Okay, looking good. Straight across, we're going to go RTO. We're going to go reset. That's going to pull that reset for us. Then we're going to come across here. We're going to take, this is the autopilot annunciator panel. I want to make sure that's good to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an important message regarding the COVID-19 pandemic.
COVID, what are you talking about?
During the course of this flight, please maintain the correct social distancing requirements and step out.
I got to shut that off. I don't
You are
know.
required to wear a face
So there you go. That works. I want to make sure that button works. Good. And it was just because I needed the pressure on. All right, let's go over here. We don't have any COVID restrictions, so I don't know. I've got to talk to SLC about that. Okay, I want to test this. You can see that it's testing 0, 0, 0 straight across the board. We got to check this. Got a good pass on the TCAS. Fault and up. Here we go. Ready? All three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 lights. Done. 1, 2. Test. Good. That is good. Primary 6042 in the box. 3 pins on, 0 and 0. We are done. Ready to go, folks. All right, let's give Miami a call now, and looks like approach is online, which is good. That's going to help decrease some of that traffic. 124.850.
South for America 1572. 1815 heavy. You say you want to push into November?
124.850 set. All right, let me give you a briefing before we're done.
American 1850 heavy. Stand by. American 1850 heavy.
Go ahead. You get calls like all the time here. Go ahead. All right.
Departure 486, ready to go, ready.
Oh, baby. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground.
American 1850 heavy, confirmed push on November.
Plug yourself, of course.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, looks like we're all...
Yeah, American 1815 heavy, push into November, approved, and go for taxi 8 right. Roger, American 1815 heavy.
All right. So we're getting ready to go here.
Came in 104, 12,900, descending to 12,000 inbound Duval, landing east.
South temp 35, so let's jump in here and we'll finish this thing up.
Route 1642.
All right, we're good. 106, so you see economy, you got 106. You got one now towers on, so we're going to have to,
42, thanks for your ATC.
let's call tower here.
Yeah, flare 863, gone to the Miami Tower, 18.3, see ya. Okay, over to tower.
1183, right?
So the FPNC 104, contact Miami approach 124.85.
We're 118.3 now.
Alright, flare 863, wind 1308, our nav seesaw, runway 8 right clear for takeoff.
Alright, we're good.
Takeoff 8 right.
Down here, let's finish this up. We've got 35. Okay. Takeoff flap's going to be 1. 19, that's already in there. We've got 123, 124. I'm going to use that lower number, 121, 123, and then the last one, 129. That's fine. They're within a knot of each other. We're good. Okay, that's good to go. On that, we're going to click legs page, click route data. We're going to request those winds in. It's going to pull in the winds from our flight plan.
Are you expecting 8 left or right? Hold it short, 8 left. We're expecting 8 left. Roger, for now, continue holding short 8 left. I got to depart the American first, and then I'll get you out of here.
Cruise wind loading. That's what we want. It's going to load, and then we'll execute that.
Miami approach 124.85 today.
124.85.
Miami Tower, route 1642 off of runway 12 at uniform, looking to go to gate Juliet 18.
All right, so you ready? No takeoff alternate. Special airport information is good. MEL items, there aren't any NOTAMs. We already tested and tracked them. Weather's good. Taxi routing, pretty much it's going to be Papa straight down. Once we get out on 2, it looks like. We should be, I think it's 2 west. It's Gulf 20, it's spot 21. Okay, and then runway conditions are dry. RTO considerations, anything below 80 knots will stop the aircraft. Anything from 80 knots to V1, we're only going to stop with fire, failure, fear, or shear. If we do hit a V1 and the airplane's just not going to fly, it's coming apart, it's rattling, it's coming off the runway, we're going to throw the reversers out. Full reversers, full braking, speed brakes. We'll taxi off and find out what the heck's wrong with it. All right. We got our clearance. MCP, VHF, nav radios are checked. FFMC routing is complete. We looked at the first couple legs right to the baller, and that's what we're doing right now. Guava 2 to baller, that's what we'll do. And then looks like runway heading pretty much straight across. So I can change the heading just a little bit.
566 clearly. Level 566 Miami Tower.
Required climb gradient on this particular departure
1308 on after seatbelt.
We're doing about 200 knots, 767 feet,
Runway 8 left, takeoff.
right around there.
Departure 150,
That's fine.
go.
So about
It's
1,000
RNAV
feet a
to
minute
seatbelt,
at least.
seatbelt for 6.
So that should be fine.
Roger that, RNAV to seatbelt. 8 left, takeoff. 15,000.
All right, let's go ahead and start the APU. APU is coming to start. There we go. And then while it's doing that, EFP is good. Required climb rate and transition altitude. Any questions on that, on the brief? Let's go ahead and brief the departure. I'll brief the departure with you. We'll go ahead and over here, we're going to click departure here with our SIDS. And we're going to go to the Guava 2 departure.
Miami Tower, good afternoon, American 425.
Full screen the thing. This is what we're going to do.
We're
We're going to be departing here 8 right, 146 to Baller, Mint, Rum, Guava, and then we are there thence to Glams. It looks like Guava over to Glams and Elrod, straight down through to Ursus. Okay. Good stuff there. Let's go to the airport.
American 68 Heavy, the wind's 1308, RNAV to Jamba, runway 8, right, clear for takeoff. RNAV Jamba 8, right, clear for takeoff.
So, like I said, we were here. APU is coming online.
566, runway 9 line up and wait.
And then we've got basically here, spot 21. We'll go to Papa straight up. Pretty simple. Any questions? Let me know if you have questions below. Any threats? One threat I can think of, I'm going to think of 3. They've got birds in the vicinity. We'll watch for those birds. 2, ATC is on, so we might lose or miss communication. So I'll be quiet during the departure out of here. I'm just going to stop this for now because I don't want to mess up the traffic. All right, any questions for me? I think we're good.
Transition 5,000 initial 230 final departure 12485.
I'm going to give you a passenger brief and we'll rock and roll.
American 425 readback is correct. Push and start at your discretion. Call for taxi. Expect runway 8 right for departure. Okay, push and start at our discretion. We'll expect 8 right and we'll call for the taxi. American 425.
Folks, welcome aboard flight 114 nonstop service over to Kingston, Jamaica. It looks like once we're airborne, we've got an hour 27 minutes from wheels up to wheels down. 88 degrees in Kingston, few clouds. Should be a smooth ride actually over once we get to cruise altitude. But again, if you do remain seated, keep the seatbelts fastened. Check out flycoastalairways.com. Go ahead and sign up if you want to fly with us. Go ahead and apply. Thanks for watching the FSBN channel. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. All right, folks, we're ready to rock and roll here. 118.3, we're just pushing start our R's. Looks like we don't need any pushback clearances. What's your clearance? What we're going to do is come over here. We're going to throw the lights. That should be off here. Right there on, and we're going to go ahead and get the airplane doors closed. Get the pushback going.
Information on on board. Ready for taxi. American 1815 Heavy, runway 8 right, taxi via Mike.
Prepare for push.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Mike. American 1850 Heavy.
Release the ground power, yes. So we're just going to push. We'll call them on spot 21, and we'll be good to go. Looks like we've got a Spirit aircraft by our gate. Anybody behind us? Doors got to come closed. We'll go ahead and remove the air. Air conditioning is released. We'll release that. Removing the chocks. Doors should become closed.
Winds 140, 9er gust 17, RNAV to Seasalt, runway 9er, clear for takeoff. Seasalt, runway 9er, clear for takeoff, Western Global 566. Answer, good evening, American 1211 with information, hotel requesting high for clearance. American 1211. 11, Miami Tower, good afternoon, stand by for PDC. Thank you.
All right, Shelton, what's a math teacher's favorite dessert? Pie. It's pretty good too. I love that. That's funny. I love it. Go ahead. All right, we got to get our belts in here. Get ready for the belts. Yes, go.
Southwest 3342, Miami Tower, cancel takeoff clearance. I say again, cancel takeoff clearance.
Ooh. Uh-oh. It's a deal.
Southwest 3342, making exit right. You were not given takeoff clearance. That was for the Western Global on runway 9er. Give way to the American 78 on Mike.
What are you doing? Okay, we're going to do quick edit push.
Western Global 566,
Nose
heavy
to the
contact
left.
departure
And I'll just do
1.45 today.
myself.
Western Global 566, bye-bye. Southwest 3342, are you going to need to return to the terminal, or you want to make the runway again?
We can make the runway again.
Southwest 3342, roger. Make the next right, join Mike. Runway 8 right, taxi and Mike.
I can be runway 8 right back, Mike.
Miami Tower, hello, came in 104, 11 miles final, runway 9er. Came in
Right there, that's
104,
good.
Miami Tower, good evening, winds 140, 917, runway 9er, clear to land.
Okay, brakes coming off. Let's go.
Came in 104.
Pushback and taxiing to the runway. And we
Hold
kindly
on.
request your
And
attention.
Mike 33, sorry about that. We
Release safety brakes, please. Priority.
Yeah, I know, dude. Give me a break. Brakes off.
Please take a moment to locate the
Okay, time out. 21:54.
clear. Nearest start at will. May be behind you.
I gotta write these times down. 21:54.
Just push back from Delta Gates right here, with taxi with space to go.
Keep your seatbelt fastened.
That American
Checklist.
1175 calling.
Whenever the seatbelts
Roger.
Okay, fuel pumps. Oh, we good. We got 14,000. We're good. Pressure signs are on. Window heat is on. Hydraulic pumps are on. Doors are closed.
loss of cabin pressure.
Pressurization set. Auto brakes on RTO. Step trim is
And cover your nose and mouth.
coming set about 6 1/4.
Remember,
Little late on that, folks. Sorry.
not just for adults. Be sure to help children and those
All right, let's go. Fire 2. And we have plenty of time.
of the water landing. Life rafts are available for your safety.
Okay, on the second one, here we go.
Are located in compartments on the ceilings at both the front and rear of the cabin.
Number 2 coming to start. Flying the baby guppy here.
Please set parking brakes. Rafts. Life vests are located under your seats.
Park brakes up.
Unlock it here. Put on the life vest by placing it over
25 on the fuel. Here it comes.
tight. Inflate the life vest as you leave the aircraft, using the red tabs or by blowing it
Hey,
into
Mike,
the
what's going on?
passenger side. Please
No
take a moment to
clearance.
review the
And
safety
hey, everyone
marks in the
here.
seat pocket in front of
Yeah,
you.
that's pretty bad. All right, we got a light off.
Additional information about the safety features of the
Oil
zip
pressure.
line. As we taxi to the runway, we kindly ask that you put all electronic devices in airplane mode. Larger electronic items, such as laptops, should be safely secured. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you have a pleasant flight with Coastal Airways. Please feel free to ask one of our cabin crew members if you have any
Miami Tower, American 1136 with information hotel, radio check. American 1136, runway 8 right, taxi via Whiskey Mike.
an enjoyable journey. Left is clear.
8 right, via Whiskey Mike.
Okay, good start. Number 2. Let's go ahead and isolate, ventilate. So isolate, you're going to close that. You're going to ventilate the cabin. Now it's hot. Right, look, it's approaching 80, not 80 degrees. Throw it to high. I'm going to go number 1, ground. The reason why I'm starting both engines is for cooling. We don't have to, but I am going to do that now. And matter of fact, with this airplane, folks, I've done the math already. With the 737, it doesn't simulate well with single engine taxi. There's a light, so it's not advantageous for us to have that. It does with the CRJ. CRJ one engine is great, and I don't know if it's because of the friction or what it thinks. Got a light off, oil pressure's off, but that's kind of how it is, at least with the 737s. It's like that. All right, looking good. Looking for starter cutout about 56. There it is. Shoot, what? Parking brake is set, dude. Hello.
Looks like a good startup on all engines, and so is disconnected. No two looks straight, so you're good to go. We'll get ourselves disconnected now. So have a safe flight. Look out for the pin on the right. And
Do we have the pin? Yeah, they're gonzo. I didn't even see them disconnect. I'll call one ready.
Cayman
Okay.
104, welcome to Miami, exit left.
Okay, 2 good starts on the
Taxi
overhead.
at
We're gonna go
the,
ahead. 1, 2,
Tango,
APU
runway 12.
off. Stop burning the fuel. Come up on the overhead here. Let's check everything. Looks good all the way around the horn here. G1, Gen 1 APU is off. Obviously Gen 2 and inverters. Good to go. We'll keep it on Gen 1 for now. Power, pitot heat is on. Those are on. Doors are closed. Good deal. Passenger cabins, good. Packs coming on. This is on auto. This is APU off. Coming down, looking good. Coming across. Continuous, continuous. Taxi light on. Flaps 1.
South
Check.
3342, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
8 right, 11 wait, up.
Ready, watch your knees.
104, cross runway 12 at Tango, join Sierra, and pop into the ramp. Good day.
Okay, ready to go.
Cross runway 12 at Tango and then join
Taxi
Sierra
checklist. Here we go.
ramp for
Generators on.
104.
Prop heat is on. Anti-ice is
Thank you,
off.
104,
Flight controls are free.
for
Flaps
your information that Sierra is
1.
gonna be a
Green
left
light.
turn, so you're gonna
TARA
contact
on
with straight ahead,
the.
as you're crossing the runway.
There we go.
The one about
Brakes off.
30 degrees to your left.
Cross that turn
Let's
left
go.
down Sierra and then pop it to the gate for Cayman 104.
American 1815, heavy contact departure, 124.85, good day. 124.85, American 1815, heavy, good day.
Okay, we won't call them until we're at spot 21, okay?
32 Papa Sierra. Number 32 Papa Sierra, Miami Tower, again. Caravan 32 Papa Sierra at north signature here, just fired up. Picking up VFR departure to the west, 4,500. Number 32 Papa Sierra, just out of curiosity, do you have a destination or no? The destination is 9 Fox Lima 7.
There's something about no winglets I absolutely love. I love the old school looks. Beautiful. We're flying red snapper today.
Alright, number 32 Papa Sierra, you're clear to VFR departure to the west to maintain under below 2,500 while in the Miami class Bravo. Departures with 124.85, squawk 4231, 4231. Clear VFR departure to the west, maintain 2,500, at or below 2,500 in the class Bravo. Departures 24.85 and 4231. Caravan 32 Papa Sierra. Caravan 32 Papa Sierra, rebagged is correct. Call for taxi, expect 8 left for departure, the Miami altimeter 299.7. 32 Papa Sierra, thanks.
Tower American 1211 with information.
Hotel.
Requesting taxi right.
American 1211, Miami Tower, good afternoon, runway 8 right, taxi via Mike.
8 right, American 1211.
Solid 3042, winds 1409, gust 17 on FC, salt, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
RFC solid, clear to take off runway 8 right, over 22.
Miami Tower, Riptide, 114, spot 21, hotel, looking for taxi.
Riptide 114, Miami Tower, good evening, afternoon, whatever time it is, runway 8 right, taxi via Papa.
8 right, pop. 114. Forgot what our call for a minute.
American 1136, Miami Tower, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait. 8 right, American 1136.
Okay, clearing on my side. Cleared on your side. By the way, it's nice in the afternoon here.
American 1136, the wind 109, gust 17, RNAV baller, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV baller.
Takeoff, American 1136.
Gotta say
Solid
RNAV.
3342, contact departure 144.
Okay, there's Papa.
Good day.
Yeah, 76.
That's the thing about, you know, this airport is our home base. This is our hub.
And American 1136
So
corrections are now to Jamba.
it's kind of nice.
Jamba. Clear to take off. We're doing number 36.
American 1175, Miami Tower, runway 8, right, line up and wait.
What is going on with all these 787s? Is it me?
Line up and wait, American 1155.
Is there something going on here today?
Miami
Jeez.
Tower, good afternoon. American 1205 with information hotel. Looking for Alpha 2 Havana.
Havana. That's a good one.
American 1205.
We fly that too.
Miami Tower,
Oh.
good evening. MSPC.
Okay, does anybody know why that happens? Because it's blowing my eardrums out.
Miami Tower, American 1572,
Crap.
ILS 12.
American 1572, is you calling?
1572, ILS 12.
American 1572, winds 1409er, gust 17, runway 12, clear land traffic departing runway 8 right prior to your arrival.
12, clear to land, American 1572.
American 1136, contact departure 12485, good day.
Contact departure, American 1136.
American 1175, winds 1409er, gust 17, RNAV seasalt, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff. RNAV seasalt 8 right, clear for takeoff, American 1175.
Alright, let's call the flight attendants, let them know.
Taxi and request intersection departure from Zulu.
Say your request again.
Okay, flight
Request
attendants.
an intersection departure from Zulu.
Cease for takeoff. Thank you.
Number 325 Sierra intersection departure at
Okay, we already
Zulu is
tested
approved
this.
approximately 6,000 feet runway remaining.
Let's go ahead and pull
Runway
number
8
2. We're
right,
going to go
turn
straight up and then
left
straight down.
at
Good.
Zulu taxi vehicle Kilo Zulu.
Let's do a
Zulu vehicle
and that was a
Zulu,
configuration check, so we're going to come up. Packs are on auto, bleeds are on. We've already recalled. Checklist, please.
Alright,
We'll run the
1175,
checklist.
contact departure 124.
Takeoff config, we've checked
So
it.
we're
Packs are
ready to
set,
proceed.
bleeds are set, altimeter set, recall complete. Takeoff checklist complete. All right, folks, if you're still on, those members in the chat right now, go ahead and hit shoots on. If you're joining us, it's actually an inside joke with Cliff. He used to be our FO
November 32 Sierra,
with
you ready to go or you need to run up?
FS2 crew, and he almost killed us like 10 times. So ever since that, we have to throw our shoots on because let me tell you, he's crazy. And I'm about to go off the taxiway. Shoots on, folks. Let's do this thing.
Miami Tower, South 2376.
Thank you, Shelton.
Go 2376, say request.
It's a 5-point harness. It's hilarious. There's a lot of Ethiopian aircraft right here.
Clearance. A firm.
There's got to be something wrong with the mile. Look at this aircraft. It's an airplane coming in on runway 12. Take a look. That's pretty cool. We're going to drop down the HUD. You know, there's a little click spot I just learned. That. Look at this little click spot. Bam. I didn't know that this whole time. I'm always looking up, throwing the switch.
Skyler 2376, Miami Tower, stand by for PDC.
Is that an Ethiopian? That's got to be a modeling issue. It's an American aircraft. Looks like a bus. Looks like a little bus. 319 maybe? Cool.
Aircraft call frequent on takeoff time.
Oh, what is that? That looks cool. Is that like an air cow? Maybe an old school?
PDC break, Skywood 2376. Just a slight amendment to your flight plan. Your final altitude has got to be even, or correction, odd and below flight level 310. Can you take flight level 310 or lower? We'll take flight level 290.
Guava 2, folks. Over to Baller.
2376, roger. Let me resend you.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and arm
if
this.
I don't know if I can.
And arm that. There we go.
Angel 11 holding short 8 right, we're ready to go.
It's one of those old school Americans.
Miami Tower. I think we can make it happen. Winds 140, gust 17 on Jamba, runway 8 right clear for takeoff. Runway 8 right, RNF Jamba clear for takeoff, very control flight. Marker 1572, we're going to Miami Tower, welcome to safe parking for today. Delta 13. You said Delta 13? Delta
3.
Gross, you're all the way over there. You taxi to Park via Whiskey November, good day.
Whiskey November to Park, thanks. Have a good day, American 57.
Miami Tower, American 1205, ready for return start. American 1205, push at your discretion, call for taxi.
Yeah, it's an AirCal. That's a retro. Let's go.
American 1205.
Give me a call. Miami Tower, Riptide 114, holding short 8 right, ready to go.
Riptide 114, Miami Tower, roger. Thanks, sure, why not? Runway 8 right, land for wait.
Okay, 8 right, line up and wait. Riptide 114. So you got an aircraft coming in on final or something?
American 190, KC 26, type A320, requesting last mark clearance for Orlando.
Okay, lights coming on.
Number 32 Papa Sierra, contact departure 12485, good day.
2485, 32 Pop Sierra, good day.
And aircraft calling for clearance, take call sign.
I don't see anybody coming in on there.
Miami Tower, American
Okay, lining up.
taxi 8 right.
American 425,
He's
runway
airborne.
right, taxi and Mike.
Stop right there, 8 right on the pavement.
American 425.
Shoulder
American
cam
1211,
coming up.
contact departure 12485, good day. Coverage departure, American 1211, good day.
Strowman City, wings.
with
Let's go.
information, hotel requesting IFR clearance to lap and as filed. Number 320, no, that's not the right city. Miami Tower, good evening, on request, actually you can say bye for PDC.
Gotta get a picture. Gotta get a picture of that, that's
So
cool.
November 320, I have your file flight planner, spiral cruise altitude is flight level 25, is that correct?
SS, yo,
Nineteen,
what's going on,
260,
buddy?
240.
We're just holding short 8 right here, ready to go. I mean, we're on 8 right. Okay, we got VNAV, LNAV armed. That's going to help us with guidance. We got our lights on. I like to start the timer. So I'm going to do that right now. Because if we're sitting on the runway too long,
226, type A320, requesting IFR clearance to Orlando.
they're busy. These guys are busy.
Is that, which American was calling? American 190, 190. American 190, Miami Tower, good evening, on request number 2, you can stand by for PDC as well. Stand by, American 190. And Charlie Tango 114, sorry, what was the call sign again?
Riptide.
Alright, Riptide 114, winds 140, 9 gust 17, on that ball, runway 8, right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV baller, 8 right, clear for takeoff, Riptide 114. Here we go. Bringing them up to 40. Auto throttle's armed. Hold. Get them up to 40. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000.
And
Toga.
November 320, just to confirm, you said flight level 240 for your cruise, correct? 240, yes.
Miami Tower, good evening.
Take off
American
thrust
1046,
set.
Island, 12.
80 knots, cross check.
Target 1046, Miami Tower, good evening, winds 140 at 9 gust 17, runway 12, clear landing.
We'll go.
Clear land, Bravo 1, American 1046.
Lots of rudder in there, lots of rudder to keep this airplane centered. Woo! Look at that.
1934 requesting
Positive rate, gear up.
clearance to Orlando type A330 300 at gate C25.
1934 Miami Tower, good evening. I'm showing you that A320 Neo. Is that correct or is it different?
Okay, bugging it up.
I am in an Airbus A330 300.
Flap 1, please. Flaps up. Give him a call.
American 1205, ready for taxi. American 1205, runway 8 right, taxi and Mike.
Look at that.
Taxi via Mike,
Beautiful.
runway 8 right, American 1205. Riptide 114, contact departure 12485, good 8.
124.85, we'll see you. 124.85. I thought I had that in there. 124.85. I'm doing this by one hand, guys. I thought it was in there. Woo! Okay, this is tough because I'm still flying. How we doing? 3,000. 124.85. Got it. 1,000 to go. Give him a call. Miami departure, Riptide 114, 5,000.
Riptide 114, Miami departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 16,000.
16,000, Riptide 114. Okay, 16,000. We're still manual. We'll get the aircraft going on the climb. Here we go. Nose coming up.
Aircraft at 1337, turn right heading 250.
Once I get the airplane on target and on pitch path, then I'll go ahead and get the autopilot going, all right? There we go, just a little bit up. 15 degrees, right around there. We are getting the snot kicked out of us. Command A is on.
Info layer 9375, turn right in 360. Right heading 360,
We are getting the snot kicked out of us through here. It's probably moderate. So this is moderate chop. I'm going to open the speed window, hold 250. Auto brakes coming off. Miami departure, Riptide 114.
Riptide 114, go ahead.
Yeah, that's moderate chop up here from surface up.
Riptide 114, roger.
I wish more people would do that on the network so you could see, you know, what's going on. There's 10,000, but you can see I'm still holding.
114, Miami Center 135.17. See ya.
Over to center, we'll see you. 135.17, that is in there.
Let's see, level 566.
Number 401 is uniform, Jacksonville closing, radio service terminated, frequency change approved.
Okay, I'm going to turn the retractables off. Those are off. Taxi alert's coming off.
United 1089, descend by the Coastal 2, arrival landing east, altimeter 2997.
Alright, landing
Now it's light. This is light chop.
Going to be the Coastal 2, United 1089.
1646, descend by the Bonefish 2, arrival landing east, altimeter 2997.
Over the Bonefish 2, landing east through 1646.
Let's go with the climb check here. Pax bleeds. Let me give him a call.
Airplane 1198, descend by the Bonefish 2, arrival landing.
Okay,
Coastal 2,
Pax,
arrival
auto,
landing east,
bleeds are
altimeter
on.
2997.
I got to call the passengers, let them know it's bumpy.
Coastal 2, 2997.
Obviously, they know that, but that's one of the things. Pressurization checked.
Southwest 3342.
Start switches are on. APU is off. Flaps are up. No lights. Let's give them a call. Just let them know it's going to be a little bit bumpy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in light turbulence for now. Seatbelts going off shortly. Thanks. Okay, timer's off. It's been 6 minutes since we've departed.
Miami Center was that
16,000.
frequency
Dang
change
it.
to Jacksonville for November 401 with
There's
uniform.
another level off, which is going to cost us.
Unicom.
This is going to be fuel.
One whiskey uniform change frequencies over to
Oh my
Unicom.
gosh, come on.
Thank you.
Yeah, American 200, welcome, taxi parking via Alpha.
Miami Center, Riptide 114, level 16,000, Guava.
Riptide 1114, Miami Center, hello, Miami Center, flight level 410.
410, can we revise that to 390 for now?
Absolutely, coast of 114, Miami Center, level 390.
Thank you, 390.
Ready flight 123, Havana Center offline, register terminated, frequency change approved.
Okay, let's go. All right, now we're through 16,000, so I'm going to take this off
Havana offline, register terminated, frequency
and
change
hold
approved.
280 on the climb. Now it's just light. I'd call this
Okay,
light
that's
chop.
25,
Not
46,
big.
contact to
Not
Miami
big deal.
First 124.85.
Hit these like washboards. It's not very comfortable. Seatbelts off.
So left box 03 Miami First, should expect ET visual approach 19 left hand off 2997.
All right, folks, that was it. Departure done. Just a couple things that we're going to do on the overhead here. We're going to throw these off. The reason why I kept them on is because of the turbulence. We're getting all sorts of bumps, so you want to keep those on, the igniters. Here comes 18,000. I'm going to go 2992. I'll turn on the lighting in the cockpit. Bam, 2992. So hit standard. Or right here, you hit this button. And the 2992 on both sides. We're going to shut off our lights. I would anticipate the turbulence smoothing out just a little bit. Those are good. Wing lights are off. Pressurizing well. And I'm going to release the flight attendants now. It looks like we should be out of the major crap. I don't show turbulence.
Miami Oceanic is offline. Radar service terminated.
It should be smooth. I'm not seeing anything. And
Going to Unicom, thank you for the AGC.
yep, smooth out. So let's go and release the flight attendants. They can do their jobs.
American 1211 cross Ray J out of maintain 1000. The NASA altimeter 3002.
3002 at NASA when we cross RJ at a reload correction Baba 1000 for American 1211.
To be at and maintain.
Okay, at and maintain 1000 American 1211, thanks.
Mike said didn't know the VAT sim was that realistic. Oh yeah, that's cool.
124.85.
124.85,
Okay, we're smoothing out now. I'm going to go ahead and tuck up the window. So it's nice and smooth. We can accelerate to 280. Now it's smooth. Smoothing out. 390, cruise altitude 390. Yeah. We got to stay at 390 until we burn fuel, but it's only an hour and 40 minutes. So it's... And Mike, as you get further away from the station, it gets more and more staticky. So they simulate that pretty well. So I'm just going to turn on my main panel lighting, just because it's going to be pretty... Might be dark when we land. We'll see. So just getting some lighting on.
Miami approach 12485 for please 867, thank you.
All right, folks. Whew. That was a fun departure out of Miami. Yeah, pretty cool. You know, I'm going to probably get beyond ATC or something like that, because late night flights, when VATSIM isn't on, you can use that ATC. You can shut it off and turn it back on again, which is really cool. Which is nice, right? It's a nice thing. All right, folks, so we're looking at an hour, 40 minutes, just kind of looking at progress right now. 23:33, so about another hour and 10 minutes we'll be on the ground.
Miami Center, November 83651.
That's pretty cool. Not very fast flight. I mean, not very slow, you know,
Yeah,
not very long. It's a quick flight.
Roger, 1 second, stars over digits.
The baby Boeing. We got 4 of these in our system. Matter of fact, one is in storage because we're reworking our schedule. We were able to pull 1600 off the line. We will get it on the line again, but for now.
503, send to maintain 3000.
And so I got to figure out why. Yeah, no smoking is allowed unless you're on fire. That's exactly right. True. Flight attendant, no smoking is ever allowed. So if you look out the window here,
36, A3651, roger, enter a left down runway 23.
So there we are. So if you look out, I'm going to go full screen for you.
Enter
There you
left
go.
down runway 23, number 8651.
If you could see
14,
this,
contact Miami first 124.85.
I love this flight deck. The cockpit on the 737 is just really cool. All right.
14, contact Miami first 124.85. Clear, turn left heading 26.
So see this right here? This is the Bahamas. Bahama Islands are right there. So if we had a problem, we could go direct to Key West.
Southwest 3342.
I wouldn't want to do that.
First 19 left.
We would probably divert to Nassau or right back to Miami. And the only reason why,
Southwest 3342, expect to visit first 19 left.
is this the guy that took off when he didn't have clearance? What's your clearance? So basically, we're gonna come down here, and then we're gonna go to this spot, and then down over Cuba, and we'll be heading over to. We're kind of feet wet the entire flight here. Now we do have rafts on this aircraft. Matter of fact, all of our aircraft have rafts on them for this reason.
Correction, flare 863, the airport taxi, you're kind of walking about 15 miles port and sec.
We have the field site.
Look at how pretty this is, man. It's gorgeous. I do love flying this airplane. Not gonna lie.
503, flight heading 250. Traffic flows at your 11 o'clock, 5 miles westbound.
All right, so we're looking at a.
37 on base and final at 4,000.
This flight has us going. We're picking up only 2 legs, so we fly. The crew early in the morning flew. Let's see.
Miami Center, good afternoon, American 425, 16,000.
425, Miami Center, low, maintain level 2.
This flight came in from Kingston.
Could we get 230
So
final for American 425?
this early morning crew, not us, but the morning crew that we took this aircraft from, they took off from San Juan, went to BGI, which is Barbados. Then they go from Barbados to San Juan, then San Juan to Kingston. They're done for the day, so 3 legs just for them.
2485,
Then they go from Kingston to Miami, and then we're flying flight 114, which is Miami to Kingston. Then we go from Kingston to San Juan. We're done.
68, radar service terminated, squawk 2000, contact New York Oceanic.
So we'll overnight.
130.0.
Oceanics on?
Southwest 3342.
Serious right now? Did you guys hear that?
Flare 863, runway 19 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 19 left.
Couple of 503. Flight heading 160, going to pleasure before the traffic for the field sign.
So this will be our day 1, and we're starting at night, right?
Roger, Rivers approach, runway 19 left.
We'll get into Miami. We'll get in back to San Juan tonight at, let's see here, flight 114, 22:35. So 10:30 tonight. We'll be landing into San Juan, overnight San Juan, and then we probably fly right on back to Miami.
American 1211, see you on the way back.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we probably would fly that.
Coastal 114, Miami Oceanic offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
All right, we'll see you later. Riptide 114. Have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
122.8.
Jason 12, connect Houston Center.
All right, so what we would do is fly this flight, we would fly it back. So let's see, we got in at 10:30 p.m. We need a 10-hour a 10-hour rest period. So if we're looking at 10:30, you figure about 10:45. Bam, at 8 o'clock. So we couldn't fly that flight. It would have to be later than 8 o'clock out of San Juan. So that's what we would do, 2 legs. We could go San Juan to Kingston at 12, and then we'd go Kingston, Miami, and Miami, and then we're done. So it'd be really 4 legs, and you'd be pretty much done. It's really interesting to see how I'm going to get this all together. We have BGY, BGI. There's so many combinations that we could do. Because remember, we reworked the schedule. It took me 2 months to redo the schedule. So at least we've got the flights down now. I've got to get it all into the system and get... the flights are in the system. I just have to get the days, you know, the crew trips into the system. That's kind of what we need to do to get this thing going. And then we already have 1 day for the Salt Lake. We're opening a Salt Lake base for our cruise. So we're starting that process soon. Nice and smooth through the climb like I thought it was going to be. The forecast was smooth. So yeah, we should be good to go all the way up to 380. There's no turbulence to be had. We are just ending Ursus 390 in there, and we're looking good. We'll get a progress report on the progress, and I'm going to kind of write down a few we'll do a burn check once we cruise, probably at Blissey. We'll do a burn check. All right, 38 for 39, and we'll kick off the seatbelts. That's it. What do you folks want to, do we want to fly to San Juan tonight? I don't think so. We could. I mean, we could do a turn and go to San Juan if you like. We'll see. It's a 2-hour flight, though, so from Kingston to San Juan. And if you've never seen Kingston, Jamaica, it's pretty cool. But for more of my concern is why the heck ACARS is not working, right? So that is a concern of mine because it should be working, and I don't know what's going on. So I've got to figure out what the heck is going on with the system. What do you guys want to chat about? Anything on your mind? Systems? Let me see. I gotta see what's going on here. Ah, crap. Yep, okay, so this is system-wide. Okay, that's why our ACARS is down. Alright, we're heading to Blissey. Are we getting in the bumps again? I'm just about to kick the turbulence, the seatbelt sign off here. Looking pretty good. Look at how pretty that is, folks. We'll get a weather update. Like I said, there's a couple of cells over Jamaica before we left. Yeah, it's still there. Ooh, all right. I'm going to show you kind of thing I'm looking at. It looks like we can break through the saddle here, but the nasty stuff, we're going to be descending through it. It's over the island, so nice amount of rain in Jamaica right now. There's a thunderstorm just to the north of us. And we're heading down to Cuba. You can see over the windscreen here we've got Cuba. We're approaching Cuba, and I'll get you an update here shortly. But I definitely want to see what's going on with my ACARS program. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta call my guy here and find out what's going on. The A-car's shot. Never good. Anyway, we are heading to Cuba. Cuba's right over the nose of the aircraft. You can kind of, I don't know if you guys can see it on your windscreen, but it's there. Time into Jamaica, top of descent, 261 nautical miles. I show an arrival of 23:07, so just about 30 minutes. We'll start our descent. Pretty nice. Let's go ahead and give the passengers a call. We'll let them know what's up. Let's go to really quick airports. Okay, I'll be back with a PA announcement. Folks, from the flight deck, we are at a cruise altitude of 39,000 feet. Seatbelts coming off. However, if you remain seated, keep the seatbelts fastened in case we hit any unexpected rough air. Show a time to the top of descent about 35 minutes or so. The weather in Jamaica is 77 degrees with a few clouds there, 12,000 feet. There is some thunderstorms to the north of the airport, so we might get a little bit bumpy in our way in during our descent. We'll keep you posted as we continue on. Looks like Jamaica's about 376 miles to go. Thanks again for watching the FSBN channel. Right now, sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of the flight. All right, folks, always got to do that. You got to give them a good PA. That's it. So oh my gosh. Anyway. What do you got, folks? Anything? Nothing going on here. I'm just looking to see. We got about 20 minutes and we've got Cuba ahead, straight ahead. And we've got some weather over Cuba. Looks like we're going to be over the top, so we'll be all right. But there is a cell, if you will, right over Kingston. Now, it's to the north of Kingston, so I'm not going to lock it. So if I scroll down here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this whole thing is covered in thunderstorm. There's a kind of a gap. It looks like it. I don't have onboard weather radar, which we did, but there's a gap in between here, so we might get lucky and kind of shoot the gap. Or there's another thing we could do if we had to. We could come around and really play it safe and fly around the island this way and not cut through it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like I don't know what we should do here. Let me see, though. I want to let this guy know. What is going on here? I'm sending a message to my web developer, letting him know that the ACARS has gone out. Anyway, it's not good. Tag. Okay, good, that's done. At least I got that done. We'll see. We'll see if it comes and works. Oh, crap. There we go. Okay, so Kingston, Jamaica, let's take a peek. I'm seeing this radar thing happening right now. It's building. These thunderstorms are growing. It looks like it's not moving, so these cells are just kind of sitting there. It's not over the airport, so that's the good news. The bad news, I think we're going to be able to pretty much stay on the line we have. Maybe cut from 7 straight down to Zeno and kind of cut the arrival. I'll show you, because this stinking thing is right on the arrival. So if we go here, click into this arrival, the Kino. So I'll show you what's going on here. We're supposed to go from Savem and then all the way through here. Here's the problem, right? We have a cell right over Havbo, and then DT, this whole thing is covered all the way down to Sitbug, which is right here. Okay, so you could see the cells just kind of come down and then they come over and basically follow the line of this island of Jamaica. So what we could do is from Savem, we could pretty much go straight south to here. And that'll take us away from the cells. The cells are going to be all on this side. So we got Savem, we can drop, there's another cell here, by the way. Right where the terrain is this thunderstorm. So you have this lifting effect going on with the mountains there. So Savem, we could go down to MLY, Manly, and then fly in. It looks like we got to get down to here, though. I don't think... If we could get down to here, which is this... Kino, is it? Let's see. This little... I don't know what that is. That's Zenan. That's Zenan. I don't know which one this is. Why am I not seeing it? Anyway, I think that we go from Savin and straight down. We can kind of cut this dog leg here and get away from the cells because they are right there. All of this is covered. The weather in Jamaica right now, it's pretty nice, but you could see, let's take a look. Right now 120 at 20 because that gust front coming in. 909 few clouds at 2200 cumulonimbus. So, you know, it's still there. It's dissipating. So that's the good news. Let's see, it's building. Hang on, wait a minute. I need to know right now. It is 10:53. So 22:53. So as of right now, it's still fired. It's still there. I don't know. We'll see. Oliver, that is the storm that is over New York right now. Oh, gotcha. You've got, let me look at New York's weather. This is Cuba. We're just getting through, coming over Cuba. We're starting to go down to, what is this? Is 117.8. It was KO Coco. 117.8. whatever. Anyway, 117.8. I could just come over here and throw it there, and you can see. Are we getting bumped around again? Yeah, a little bit. It's light turbulence right now. If it gets any worse, I'll throw the seatbelt sign on right now. It's kind of those washboards again. 0.78, we might have to back it down to 0.76. Hey, what's up, John? He says, hey, Jason, how is the team? How is the flight going so far? Not too bad. Oliver, it says the storm's falling apart. Good, I was just about to look up in New York and see what you were talking about. Let's go, let me look at that really quick. Oh, yeah. You're on the island too, Oliver, right? Yep, you got a thunderstorm. One's just passing, coming from Deer Park, coming in over. Let's see if it's dissipating on you. Ooh, those were wicked cells. It's coming through right now. It's dissipating, so it's losing energy. So that's good. Yeah, it's losing energy. It was bad before, though. Whoa, I probably knocked out power over the Hamptons. Really nasty stuff. It's starting to lose energy, though. It's breaking up. You're in good shape. Over in New York, that is. In Jamaica, it's not doing a thing. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's still looking pretty crappy. John says dispatch school is going great so far. Almost done with it. I took the ADX test here in the next. Oh, good. Man, Jonathan, let me know how you're doing. With that, I'd love to get you on as a dispatcher. It'd be awesome. And you can, practice with coastal flights, and that'd be really cool. We have one dispatcher on as well, so it'd be cool to have both of you guys kicking it around. All right, so you can see we're getting light chop right now, but we're kind of over. We're going to be over the cells. There is some cells over Cuba, which is this island right now that you see is Cuba. Cuba. Not bad. And I don't know if we're going to make money on this route, folks. I have no idea. Like I was saying before, this is it's a competitive route. A lot of airlines will throw a 737-800 or an A320 on the route. So if a 600, it might not make the money we need to make. So it's, again, tentative depending on if we're making money or not, and ticket prices fluctuate. So I don't know. This is MSFS weather, and I think this does a better job depicting the weather than Active Sky at this point. There's a lot more vertical. The only thing I don't see is like vertical builds. I would want to see that, because over Cuba right now, there's some thunderstorms to the south of Cuba. Oh, good. You're learning how to dispatch 7.3s? Yeah, I love it. Good stuff. And that's a good career, John. You jump in the airlines and work for the regionals for a bit. That'd be fun to do. If you wanted to, you could do that. It's a good career, especially when you get to the majors. They take care of you. All right, so overhead you could see Cuba weather. We're starting to get some over of Lennox. You can see right here. Once we get south of Lennox to this next one, I'm going to do a check. Right now, I'm going to do a check of our flight plan release. So make sure we're burning okay. And we're expecting Jamaica here in about top of the 146 nautical miles. Now this is where it's going to have to be decision time, because of these thunderstorms that are camped out over the north of Jamaica. I know the simulator doesn't really simulate thunderstorms well enough, and I get that, but we're gonna pretend like we're really flying, and we're gonna have to try to get decision-making stuff going on. So I would contact dispatch. If dispatch was on, I would say, hey, it looks like there's cells to the north of Jamaica. What do we suggest? We have enough gas to go around the island. If I had onboard weather radar, it looks like there's like a gap in between. If you folks wanted to look it up on your computers, just go to Google, pull up the weather radar, or if you're a Navigraph subscriber, pull up the Navigraph weather app, and you can see what I'm looking at. There's a cut right from Savem straight on down to Aquino, essentially, and then we could just kind of zip it in there. We'll kind of get away from the major stuff, but it is nasty and is not moving. The thing is just stuck right over the north side of Jamaica. The entire island is like that. So we are getting into these this turbulence, kind of the doldrums here of the summer here. It's not enough to throw the seatbelt sign on yet. It's not. It's just just upper air stuff. And to be honest with you, this is just kind of. This might be the whole flight, especially in the Caribbean like this. I think the simulator can't grab the updates as well enough. So it kind of does this little washboard stuff, like you're driving over washboards. Oliver says you might need to come to JFK then. Oh man, I don't know. I don't think we would fly to JFK. It's just, there's a lot of delays and it's slot restricted, and it's a kind of a pain in the neck. But that's our plan, folks. If you want to do that, looks like it's getting worse up here. I might have to turn the seatbelt sign on. Yeah, seatbelt sign's coming on. I'll let them know we're getting into some light stuff. Well, we're going to be descending here in about, oh, that wasn't light. We'll be descending here in about, about 20 minutes or so. And the moderate arrival weather, we don't expect any delays. So we're going to keep the seatbelt sign on for now. It's getting a little worse through this area. It's not too bad. It looks worse in the cockpit. Yeah, it's just sometimes I feel it in my seat too. So that's why I turned the seatbelt sign on. Is it a good idea to wait there? Mike says, I find the Duke piston easier than the TMB 850 because I already have the 414 experience in the sim. That's cool. Yes, Pops, I'm live. So the Duke piston. So I love the Duke, right? And matter of fact, I got to fly. I've just planned a VFR flight. Well, it's going to be IFR, but it'll be, whatever if the weather throws at us. But we're going to be taking the airplane. And you guys saw me fly it to Cat K. I produced that video, and I might do. Do you guys like those videos I do with the turbine Duke? Because I've got a big flight planned. We're going from Miami Executive down to Punta Cana to pick up John, the other John. He's a pilot of mine. He's stuck in Punta Cana. We can pick him up on that, and then we got to fly down to his tiny island in the Caribbean. It's going to be fun. So that I'm definitely going to film. That should be a fun trip. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, we've got a few nautical miles here to the top of descent into Jamaica. Mike says, yeah, we like those videos. Yes, okay. So I will plan on filming those. If you folks like them, we'll do it. It's going to be like a 4-hour flight. You won't see all 4 hours. I like to keep those episodes like 30 minutes or so. You know, just like watching a regular TV episode or something. I think everybody can digest that. It's going to take me 4 hours to fly it, but for you guys, it'll be a quick and easy one to watch. We'll go down to Punta Cana, and then we're going to go down to another gas up there, and then we're going to fly this teeny island off of the middle of nowhere, and it is insane. So, real short runway. I'm excited to fly there just to kind of get a feel for it. How about a Learjet? Ever fly that? I've flown a what was it? It wasn't a Learjet. It was a Cessna Citation, and it was a. You guys remember the FSX days? I flew a Citation 2 or something like that. Fun. Those are fun. Yeah, but they're real fun. All right, folks. Let's get the weather here going, and we've got ICML. It's called. So I'm just going to do a quick look at our burn. So right now we're going to 9.2 over ICML. That's perfect on the gas. So we're good on the fuel. We're still estimating top of descent coming up shortly. We have about 33 minutes to go before we're there. So very, very soon we'll be starting our descent shortly. And these thunderstorms are still sitting over Jamaica. I haven't had an update yet, so let's go and take a look at it. Yeah, I want to see if they're dissipating. Here in Deming, lots of Lears land here. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. You say that lots of jets land here. They're probably visiting, or they're probably going. They have like vacation homes or something like that. Because a Learjet can take a lot of fuel. It has a lot of range. So, see how the weather is now stable, and then the turbulence stopped. I think it's just because of the. All right, seatbelt's coming off. Look at how pretty that is. Man, that is beautiful. All right, I'm going to throw the seatbelts off for now. Take a picture of that because that's gorgeous. And we're over Cuba. Cuba's behind us, you can see. We're still hanging over Cuba. There's Cuba right there. And I'm going to go ahead and recenter this and show you where we are. There we are, right over the top of Cuba. And we are flying to the south now and getting ready for this descent into Jamaica. Shoot. All right, so I like to plan a few things here. Like about 82 miles now, so it's a good idea to start planning our descent, especially with this weather. It's supposed to be crappy, so let's get the weather in Kingston pulled up. So looking at the weather in Kingston 7 minutes ago, folks, we have an update here. So let's get the weather in Kingston. Let me pull up my the weather in Kingston. Right now they're reporting winds 1309, so that it was at 20, so that means that cell is kind of slowing down and it's dissipating. 9er on the visibility. We've got few clouds at 2200 and they're cumulonimbus. By the way, cumulonimbus means it's a thunderstorm. 31 over 25. Vertical, a lot of vertical building, lots of turbulence down low. 1012 on the altimeter. Let's see here. Runway is going to be 12. It's going to be a beautiful approach, folks, because we're gonna go into runway 12, right over the water. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'll show you the runway, we're going to do the approach. It's going to be an ILS into 1-2. Kino. Yeah, it's going to be better because we're going to fly to Kino first. So let me give you an idea what we're going to do. So our plan of attack, this is going to be the arrival. So we're going to go save them direct to Kino because I'm going to cut, again, I want you to think of this whole area here is a cell. It's all thunderstorms. So we got to avoid this. This whole area is thunderstorms. And there's a cut right between the two of them that we're going to do. It's called in the saddle. We maybe can get in the saddle here and fly down. I wish we had onboard radar. I do not. It would be awesome to have that. So we can go to save them over down here to Kino. And basically we're going to cut that entire section off because if we go to Havbo, we're in it, folks. We're in the crap. So Havbo is covered and it's nasty. It's red, yellow. It's bad stuff here. So we want to avoid this area. Kino is open, which means it's in the clear. And Kino is right around here somewhere. Oh, that's Kembo. We don't want Kembo. We want Kino. Oh, Kino, and then we're going to go straight in. It'll be a beautiful approach in a runway 12. And let's go ahead and pull that up, and I'll show you the approach into 12. We'll lock that up. We're going to go ahead and click that pin, and I'll show you what we've got planned here. So it'll be a visual approach, but it's going to be weather. So we're going to go right to Kino. Forget the arc. We're going to go straight to Kino and fly straight in here. Now, there's some interesting things at this airport that we have to talk about. And one of those things is, let's read the notes. A lot of people forget about the notes, and it's a big deal here. Caution, possibility of unauthorized and uncontrolled flights over Jamaica within 12 nautical miles of its coastline. Which means what? What do you think that means? I'll leave it up to you. Flights over Port Royal West not permitted below 1,500 feet. Maneuver south of runway centerline due to high terrain north. Okay? Intrusion by dogs on movement area and birds in the vicinity. Departing IFR flight shall contact tower to obtain ATC clearance before commencing taxiing. Request for engine start clearance shall be made at least 5 minutes prior to engine start time. So, again, nice and smooth over the top of runway 12. It is not grooved, so I don't think this runway is grooved at all. It's not raining, so that's good. We're looking at 7,800 feet here, and I just want to see something. If we go to airport here, yeah, it won't tell us. So that is the plan. Okay, Kino 5. I'm going to look and get this thing ready to go. They're saying 8,000 over Manly, and I don't, or this MLY here, I don't want to do that because we're going to really take one look at this. All right, let's look at the legs page. Save them, and we've got DT34. We're skipping all of that, and we're going to go direct to Kino. So we're going to go from save him, drop it over to Kino, execute. And Kino is a hard altitude of 4,000 feet. MSA, 9,500 feet to the north, 4,700 feet to the south. We plan on 4,000 over Kino. We should be clear. So 4,000 feet over Kino. It's anticipating 5,000 now, so that's good. MKJK Center, where is that? MKJK Center. All right, ATIS is on, which means we do have MKJP. Wait a minute. Jamaica Center's on here. Hang on. That would be Kingston Center, right? We're in Havana right now. Get ready. We're going to get vectored in, which is fantastic. I'll have to tell him the plan, or her. So we'll tell them the plan, but that is what we wanted to do. We're going to try to say, hey, we're going to have to cut. We've got to sell weather radar, so we can go to save them to Kino and cut that dog leg out. That would be great. So forget about what I just said. We're still over the island here of Cuba, and you could visually see Jamaica. It's right there. Scooby diving. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Long time no see. Hey, Jason, crew, nice Memorial Day flight. Yeah, it's doing good, Serge. Hopefully you're well. We're going to probably start our descent into the Kingston area. We got to see if this thing's going to make money. It's a 600, so smaller aircraft. We only have 106 passengers on board, and it's pretty expensive operating out of Miami. So I don't know if we're going to make money with it. We'll have to see. Anyway, that's what we got going on. We've got some weather brewing to Jamaica. Looks like Kingston Center's online, so they'll pick us up. 125.4. I'm going to get that going right now here. 125.4. Like I said, we'll have to let them know the plan of attack because of the cell. There's 2 cells there. It looks like we can get to the saddle. I'm going to go ahead and flip this frequency over now. We'll be starting our descent in about a few miles. So we're going to be starting our descent, I think, before we get to the next waypoint. So let's go ahead and bring it on down to 6,000 feet. Let's do some performance calculations as well. And like I said, SimBrief is coming out with their takeoff and landing data. I think you folks are going to love it. Just another value add, right? Let's go to landing en route. Airport search is MKJP Kingston. Runway is going to be 12. The gradient, if we had to go around, probably like just standard. Conditions are dry runway, so that's good. Flap config, we're looking at 7,800. This is a 600. Get in there with a 30. Auto, off, all, none. Idle reverse, we're going to go full reversers. Landing weight right now, estimating. We're 114, so we're planning 113, and that's a good plan because we probably will burn another 1,000 pounds before it's over. 5 knot on the ad. Let's click calculate and see what we got. So right when we get to this next waypoint coming up, that M Abu, we'll give him a call. Okay, we're just calculating the landing performance, and you could see right over the nose you've got you've got some weather here, and all of the front of the air, the front of the island is just cooked. And they're calling me right now. Let's go ahead and give them a call. 125.4 Kingston. M Abu, I think. Kingston Center, Riptide 114, checking in flight level. Actually, on a descent here shortly on the arrival.
Side 114, Kingston radar, good evening, walk 6701.
6701. All right, 6701, folks. I'm going to actually 6701. I'm going to do altitude hold because I do not want to descend right now. So I've told it to hold the altitude. We're going to slow it down. 0.78. He might give us a clearance here. Let me give him a call. Okay, auto brake 2. No procedures required. It's good. Let's see. Auto brake 2. gives us an operational landing distance of 7,300. It's cutting it close. That's good though. 73, that'll work. Now we're above.
Tide 114 radar contact, flight level 3900, 2 miles north of the Imabu intersection. Fly the Kino Tree arrival, phase in transition, descend and maintain 10,000, UNH 1012.
Okay, down to 10,000, and we'll start our descent now, the Kino. And we do have some weather, it looks like, over Jamaica. We might have to go do some deviation, if that's all right.
Roger, just let me know what you need.
Okay. 7,300, let's start down now. We're 2,000 feet above. So what I'm going to do is go VNAV now and start our descent. And I'm going to go ahead and click Bink. And what that's going to do is going to pull the power back. And here we go. We're starting now. Kingston Center, Riptide 114, vacating 390.
Tide 114, roger.
So what we're going to do, folks, I'm just going to write these numbers down. Landing distance, it's giving us, with auto brake 2, 7,300. 7,345, we have 7,800 to play with. So we've got plenty. Seatbelts are coming on, by the way. Let them know we're on the descent here. Landing distance available on the runway, and it's just like 7,800. About 300-400 feet. Auto brake going to be 2, flaps going to be 30, and we're looking at a VREF of 128. No procedures required with what we've got going on. It looks good, is what I'm saying. All right, so all are green, which means auto brakes are fine. We don't have any ground procedures, which is good. All right, we're starting down. Get over there. Okay, pull my seat up. You guys ready for the landing here? Okay, flat 30. Throw that in there, and we're doing 128, I believe, right? Yeah, 128 knots. Okay, good deal. 2,000. Coming down the chute. Now look at the, it doesn't look like we've got any cells out here, but on the weather radar it does. It's showing heavy thunderstorms there. Let's clear it again. Just want to make sure. Yeah, it's still the same thing. So after save them, if we can go direct to Kino, that would be good. I mean, looking out the window, folks, it don't look bad. Like, this doesn't look bad at all, if I can see it. QNH, we've got that transition altitude in Jamaica. Transition at 17,000. So once we hit that 17,000 feet, we'll go ahead and throw the transition altitude up. Get it ready. One thing we can do is pull the brake and we can get down faster. I don't think it's too much of a big deal, but I am going to go ahead and set this 109.1. So 109.1 right there. We're going to flip it over. That's the ILS frequency for runway 12. 123 on the course. Mike says he's ready to go. All right, I think we got a good plan, don't you? I'll give you a briefing here. How's that? Okay, start a transition. We already talked about the star and what we were going to do. Transition is 17,000. Altitude restrictions and speed restrictions, there aren't any to speak of. He just said descend to 10,000. So once he says that, now I'm going to pull the brake because we need to get down there a little quicker. So I'm going to use the speed brakes. There's one or two things we can do. We can use the speed brake to get us down there, or we can jam up the speed to 320 knots, which is another good way of doing it. So, you know, it's a little better. This is a 600, so it'll stop pretty quick. And I'm looking out the window, folks. I don't see thunderstorms. I mean, right now it looks pretty darn good. I mean, I'll just ask him for direct anyway, just because I don't want to re-input it into the system. But it doesn't look very bad down here. Okay, let's go ahead and tell the passengers we're on our descent. Descent is starting. We've started our descent and we'll be arriving in about 15 minutes. Please remain seated.
Kingston radar, good evening. This is Team 15215 AI departure to the normal airspace.
Talked about average weather, NOTAMs, approach type. We've talked about that. Flaps and braking. Good touchdown and exit plan. We will discuss that really quick. Normal touchdown, 1,500 feet. I want to put it down between Alpha and Bravo. If I can get it there, I don't want to get past Bravo. If we're past Bravo, we're out of there.
Radar, good evening. IFR clearance will be given
Okay.
during taxi. Push and start is at your discretion. Advise when ready for taxi. Expect runway 24.
By the way, I love the accent. I hear it. It's pretty cool. It's really cool when we can support, you know, people that don't really see a lot of traffic. When I don't know if Kingston sees a lot. I'm sure they do, but that's why I like flying down there. So, folks, I think it's fine. We're going to save them. Right from save, we can go to direct to Kino. I don't see a thing here. Like, I don't see anything here. There's nothing out the window. I know what the radar is saying, but the radar is not what I see out the window. So we're going to fly what I see out the window. How's that? If it was nothing but cloud, we would follow our plan. But it seems to me that we're okay to fly the original plan, which is arrival, Kino 3, execute, to save and transition, execute, and go to legs page. Now I've just rebuilt it because brakes coming in.
520, Roger, copy clear. Even 1520, you're cleared to the Norman Landing Airport via direct lateral. Then file the climb and maintain a flight level of 240 initially, and walk 070.
Alright, I got it. Vertical speed's mine. I'm going to do about 2,300 feet a minute. We're not on the arrival, at least vertically.
I have the Airbus A330 taxiing on Gulf, and I'm not in contact with the aircraft.
That's a bummer. Okay, auto brakes coming in at 2. Set, and then last thing we want to do is we got transition coming at 17,000. I wanted to do something. I forgot what the heck I was going to do. Huh. Oh yeah, terrain. I want to get my terrain up and running.
Even 1520, taxi via Echo, backtrack, and line up runway 08, and I was ready for departure.
It looks good out the window, folks, so it just might be an anomaly, but I doubt it. It's might be the weather not catching up to the system here. All right, 17,000 feet. Let's call the flight attendants. I'm going to ask them to prepare the cabin right now, a little early. Flight attendants, prepare the cabin for landing. Thank you. The garble sounds. Is that garble sound still there? Oh, I hope not. You remember how we were having a issue before? 1012. Is the audio jacked up still? Remember how it was? Is the audio still crappy? Alright, we gotta slow down here. Just a little bit.
114, descend and maintain 6 up.
Okay, down to 6,000. 114.
We kindly request that you gather any remaining trash or items you no longer need and hand them to
Remember, we were dealing with audio issues. All right, folks, in the chat, shoots on. Let's do this thing. If I have anybody with me. It looks good here, folks. I don't see issues. Out the window, at least. All right, descent checklist coming in. Feet a minute. Let's see if we can get down a little quicker. 24, 23. Coming at 250 on the speed. Butter time. Yeah, how's the audio? I think the audio, you said, sounds like crap. All right, altimeters and bugs are set. Cross-check, VREF and V-target set and noted. Auto brake is on 2. Start switches are coming on. Continuous. Recall complete. Descent checklist is complete. All right, we got to start slowing the aircraft down. Here come the brakes. Not too bad on the audio, a little choppy, but you're coming in clear. Okay. I'm coming in clear, ATC is not. It's staticky, or is it? I'm going to have to watch it. Like, there is no thunderstorm here. It's beautiful.
1520, fly the Network 2 departure. Surface wind 0 degrees, 8 knots, wind 1013, runway 08, good for takeoff.
Have bow transition. What transition do I want? Have bow, that's what we want. Okay, you could see the island of Jamaica. We're going to start having to slow it up a little bit on the vertical speed. Just I have to get down to 250. So we'll start slowing it up for him. It's about 1700 now. Thanks, Shelton. Shoots on, boy. Let's do this thing. What a beautiful sunset here in Jamaica. Brady, he says, how much was the setup? Well, this is an old school, right here, this is an old school Go Flight panel that I got years and years ago. And I worked for Navigraph. We did a lot of, Navigraph, Angle of Attack. We did a lot of, obviously, 737 training, and Go Flight sent me this. So this was probably like $5,000, but I was lucky. I got a nice little discount with them because we did some work for them, so it was kind of nice. But it's been great. I mean the throttle's kind of weird. It's getting old. There's no replacement parts. I think they're out of business. So it looks like I'm gonna just sync this up. Lights, folks, lights. I knew I forgot something. I'm forgetting something. Yeah, I'm forgetting something. Wing lights are on, logos are on. And it is a beautiful day in Jamaica. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this. It shouldn't be. I mean, I do have live weather, right? Like, I want to make sure what I'm seeing out the window is what's depicted.
Here, one time, tree 2, next report. Passing flight level 200 or not.
Go ahead.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are seated and secured for landing.
Be seated for landing, please. Thanks. All right. Okay, we got 1,000 feet to go. And I wanted to check this, throw this to VMC primary. It's going to be a visual approach. What a beautiful island this is, huh? So you can see lots of terrain here that you don't want to screw with. We got to go to the south side of the island.
Or you are cleared for the ILS approach, runway 12 via the Kino Tree arrival. Descend and maintain 4,000 and report crossing flybook.
Okay, we're cleared for the ILS 12 on the Kino 3 arrival, and we'll call you at Zitbuck. Was that correct?
Flybook Charlie India Bravo Uniform Golf. And confirm down to 4,000.
Yep, it's down to 4,000, and then we'll call you at Seabuck or iBuck. So 4,000 feet. Let's slow the aircraft down. We got to get it slowed. A 210 flap up maneuvering speed. One thing I forgot to do, and I'm going to try to do this really quick. I've got a double entry in the stupid FMC, that's why. It's alright, we're going to do this by feel. I don't have time. This is not the time to go heads down. Tell me if we're going to crash into something. How's that? I'm kidding. Alright, nice. Coming down on the speed here. We've got 1,000 to go. 4,000 feet here. Kino's right there, and then we'll come right in now. Man, look at this. What a beautiful sunset. Man. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and arm this. Flaps coming down. 5. Okay, 4,000 level. Get the flaps in there. We're going to hold 190 on the speed, 180 on the speed. Okay, flaps 5. This is definitely going to slow us down because a little early on the drag, dang it. I didn't want to do that. So we're going to call them at iBug. So now we're at 4,000. Here comes the power. That was stupid. I should have done that. I should have kept it clean. And the reason why is I'm an idiot. And now look, you could see that 15 nautical mile ring. I mean, I could bring him up. But that's pretty dumb. So just keep him down and deal with the fuel burn. Just gonna help. And how pretty this is. This would be nothing but thunderstorms. I don't know if it's not picking it up or what. Heading.
Radar, team 11520, positive flat.
Hey, Dewan, what's going on, buddy? Runway's in sight. See it?
Hey, man, the 1520, roger. What is your distance from Nauru?
Where are you?
39 nautical miles.
Okay, runway in sight.
Team 1520, roger.
0. On the descent right now. Here we go.
Team 1520, continue climb, flight level 33.
Now, if you're wondering and you say to yourself, well, this ILS is not lined up. You're right. It's not. It's an offset ILS. Probably about 2 to 3 degrees offset localizer. And it kind of wants to keep you away from this. See this little guy? So it wants to keep you away from that. We're flying right over Kingston. I gotta take a picture of this, folks. It's just too pretty. Cancel that. I don't know if I can get a good shot of this now. Maybe not. Good shot of this. And we're there right now. Kingston Center, Kingston radar, Riptide 114 over iBook 3100.
Side 114, roger. Surface wind 130 degrees, 9 knots, runway 12.
Okay, copy the winds, 12, clear to land, Riptide 114. This is a 600. This is a 737-600. See this? All right, here we go, folks. Getting ready here. So I'm going to start dropping the speed down. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I hit the wrong dang rudder. I hit the rudder trim on me. Okay, you ready to go? Here we go. Gear down. Flap 15. Slow 15.
Airman 1520, radar contact at level 237, 22 miles west of now.
Looking good. Let's get down to ref. Flap 30. Landing check, please. Speed brake, arm green light, landing gear down, 3 green, flaps. 30-30 green. Landing check is complete. Alright, I'm going to take over and we'll slide it in. We're cleared of all. So now I'm going to transition to visual. I don't know what this boat is. I do have scenery, by the way. This is scenery that we've got from Kingston. Slightly on the low side, so let's pick it up. Just a little bit of maneuvering to get to get by. We got 20 knots on the nose right now. That would be a Carnival ship. I don't know why it's purple like that. It's the scenery that when I installed it, I don't know, it's kind of all jacked up. What a beautiful approach though, isn't it? Ooh, a little bit of a gust. Landing check's done, gear down, flaps 30. And there's a little bit of a gust. Starting to... Traffic's off scale, no factor. Okay. Still pushing me off the center line a little bit, so there we go. It's a slight crosswind.
Going the radar.
Looks good.
1520, 3 miles from now.
Airman 1520, roger.
See how the winds are dying down? Slightly on the high side. Now we got an 8-knot wind coming in. Landing's assured, 100 feet.
50, 30, 10,
2 brakes, reversers. Get off on Delta. Welcome to Kingston.
114, welcome to Manly, exit left when able, taxi via Alpha to the gate of choice. Good day.
All right, left when able over to the gate on Alpha. Thank you for Riptide 114. All right, welcome to Kingston. We got a picture. All right, we're gonna go to Alpha over to the ramp here. So. All right, speed brakes, flaps. Flaps coming up. Lights, APU. APU is coming start. Lights coming off. Taxi's on. Wing lights are off. Strobe lights are off. Oh man, these are off. Flight director's off. Our gate is all the way down here on this side. Gate 1 is our gate. Okay, these are coming off. APU is on. APU is on the bus coming up. 1, 2, start the clock, please. Gotta wait 90 seconds. That's a big airplane right there. Gotta clear customs. So our ground time here in Jamaica for us is about an hour to clear customs. So that's a 767. Man, that's beautiful looking. I want to go to gate 1, sir. Serge says, nice touchdown, Captain. Welcome to Jamaica. Yes, sir. Thank you. How was it? Was it on the mark or were we way off? Okay, shutting down number 2. Let's go. Yeah, right there. I'm good. Okay, brakes coming on. Engines down. Seatbelts off. Look at that. She's dancing. That's so funny. That means I nailed the parking, is what that means. That never happens. That's super funny. I love it. Yeah, I'll take that. That's cool. All right. We did it. Good stuff. Next stream says try beyond ATC. I'll have to do it. Yeah, man. What's up, Ryan? Hey, Jason just got back from the airport. Was on a flight lesson. Good. How did it go? Hopefully it went well. All right, let's go in here. We'll shut the... we got to do a couple things here. Some anti-collision lights off. We're going to get a phone call from ground. I'm going to open the bleed. Okay, I'll shut that off right there. We're going to come over here. Request deplane. Request deboarding, please. Go ahead for the ground.
Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please.
5x5 roll.
Loud and clear.
Here comes the gate. I got to write my in time because my stupid ACARS is not working. That's another thing I got to figure out is why. I love those eyebrows. They should have never got rid of them. The 7.3 with the eyebrows looks really cool. Just looks bossy, doesn't it? Request ground power. Yeah, hook me up. All right, we're in at 23:38. Stop that. We're good. Stop the timer, reset it, and then last but not least, let's get a local time. 19:39. Cool. All right, we're not done. Let's go upstairs and let's shut some stuff off. Fuel pump's coming off. So we got ground power on. That's good. Let's go ahead and throw the ground power on the aircraft. Let's get the APU off. I want to stop burning fuel. We'll shut that pump off. Window heat, I forgot to turn that off. That's off too, and those two pumps are off. Packs are coming off. Sorry. Packs are now off. APU bleed is off. Steady, logos, left side for the next flight. That is it. Cleared, cleared, on, set. Let's go ahead and throw this to dim. That's it, man. My lesson was good. Had some up and down drafts. Yep. Density, altitude, and low performance climb. As usual for us along the Rocky Mountains. Nothing we can't handle. Exactly. Cool. Was cleaning up some maneuvers. Good deal. Like a lesson away or so from the solo endorsement. Oh, good. Congratulations, man. Ryan says, I'm looking forward to going back and seeing this flight. A good deal. Mike, oh great, GNS 43530 not showing flight plan for me yesterday. It worked great. Good deal. All right. Well, let us know how that solo goes, Ryan. I want to see that. All right. So one thing we're going to do here is we're going to get the air conditioning cart hooked up. So let's go in and do that now. We'll get the AC up, and we'll hook up the AC right there. All right, folks. So our next leg of the journey has us going to San Juan, Puerto Rico. We don't have to do that today. I could film that another time. It's up to you, folks. I think, you know, I've got to do a couple of things. When you do this and you're going to get ready, what I like to do is make sure you unload everything. So like your payload, let's go ahead and click set empty. There you go. And then your fuel, I like to record down the fuel, especially for us because, you know, I have to know how much fuel we burned because I have to do a manual PIREP today because our ACARS is down. So 3510, and then I'll save the flight panel just like this. Over 3580 end. Looking at our flights, flight 114 leaves here at 2050, no, in 1 hour. And the reason why we have an hour on the ground is we, as a flight crew, have to go out into the terminal. We have to clear customs. All right, so we got to go and clear customs in here and all that stuff. So that's what we have to do. Cockpit doors coming open. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect that. And they should be deplaning us. Okay, let's go over here and take a walk around the airport.
Flight attendants, prepare for arrival, disarm and cross-check doors. Stand by for all call. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived at our destination, and the cabin crew has opened the doors. As the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, remember to gather all your personal belongings.
Thank you. I don't want to hear that. All right. So we could go up, and I want to show you Jamaica here really quick. Well, you saw the approach. It was a really cool approach. There's the control tower. It's pretty sweet. Nothing. I don't think anything is nothing is. And I forgot who did this scenery. Cayman's here. Latam 767. Pretty cool. Cargo jet. This is the cargo section, I guess. Pretty cool, though. Look at that. There's a Prime Air. Doesn't that look like a Coastal Airways aircraft? Same colors. Interesting. Prime Air took it from me. No, it's my logo. My livery is very much inspired by that. The colors, at least, were inspired by that. We did a little different. We just kind of did a wave. Obviously, through the ocean wave, there's a lot of similarities, but this is the ocean wave that we have, and then we have our shark. Good stuff. Yeah, you're going to have to wear a bad t-shirt. Yep. Pray for good weather. That's exactly right. All right. I'm going to shut this dumb thing off. That's the end of that. Now, last but not least, let's go ahead and over here. We'll click Menu, FS Actions. We're going to go to, nope, let's go to Setup. We're going to go State Save. And this aircraft is 603, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to tune in 60301, and then I go File, Save, Execute. Prime Air is my express carrier. Yeah, exactly right. That's so funny. Let's get this saved. And so when we take it again, we're just going to upload that, and it'll be all ready to go for our next trip. Because our next flight is to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and it's 2 hours. So it's a long one, and I really don't want to do that right now. So anyway, I'm glad you guys popped on. I know it was an impromptu flight, but I've been pushing this flight off for this stream forever just because of all of the baloney. Now, check in the comments below. I will post down there if we made money or not. Let me know if you think in the comments we're going to make any money on a 600. Again, we had 106 passengers on this flight, so I don't know if we made anything. But I will know here in a minute when I calculate everything. So thank you again for watching. Check us out. We might be streaming on Friday. We usually do it every Friday, but here's the deal. When the Rangers are playing, it's off. All bets are off. So I know when they play. They play Tuesday. I fly them up from Fort Lauderdale on Wednesday. They're off. They're on Thursday, off Friday, on Saturday. So we might be doing our normally scheduled broadcast on Friday. I will do another stream. Anyway, you folks have a great Memorial Day. And until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. We will see you folks another time. Thank you.